Piratas, bienvenidos al Pirra-ta de Corazon. Esto sale por el canal de Los Come Banco. Mi nombre es Pirra y obviamente nos pueden conseguir en todas las plataformas sociales, ya sea Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Prefieres formato audio, estamos en Apple Podcasts, Spotify y por supuesto en el canal de YouTube. Suscríbete, dale a la campanita, comparte este contenido, que hoy tenemos un programa especial porque como pueden ver no estamos solos hoy va a salir en un día especial, no va a salir el sábado. So que estamos con una persona bien especial, es el primer jugador que acepta nuestra invitación para aquí, para una entrevista, y es el miembro de los Piratas de Quebradillas, Kyle Viñales. Kyle, hi, thank you for accepting the invitation, man.
Thanks for having me. I mean, it's an honor.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Kyle. And the main reason for me to contact you is because obviously you are part of as today, you're part of the Piratas of Quebradillas, and that's the team that I follow, and this show is about that team. But last year, or not last year, a couple of months ago, there was a back and forth between you and the owner. But I want to start first going back into the playoff of 2025.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Emmanuel Muday got hurt, an ankle injury, and the
Yeah,
team
yeah,
had the choice to bring another imported player, but apparently they decide with you that play the same position, and you're a high level point guard in this league. So, can you explain exactly what happened in that moment when I want to start with the first contact that you had when I guess they call you, hey man, we need you here. Can you come and
yeah.
tell us the story?
Yeah. We'll have to go back probably like 2 months prior to that, before this
Perfect.
injury happened. I was actually playing in Africa. Maybe you know, maybe not. I was in Egypt. And I was in contact with the team. They were trying to get me to come out there. I think probably like a month into the season, but I was under contract in Egypt, so I let them know that after the season, I can come, but I can't just cut the contract. You know what I'm saying? I have my obligations in Egypt, and the team was not willing to let me go, obviously. So they said, okay, no problem, whatever. There's no beef, everything's good. So 2 months go by. The season is basically in full swing now. I want to say this is the beginning of June. This is probably like a week before my season is over in Egypt, and I reached out to my agent in Puerto Rico, and I let him know, like, I can be ready to go in a week out to Puerto Rico. He hit me back probably like a day later and said, "Oh, the team basically I think it was like not a full roster, but the team had like a good rotation. I guess they were winning at the time, so basically the team didn't want me to come. They said, it's okay, we'll speak next season. But right now we don't want to really mix anything up because we know that you're going to want to be a main player. You're going to want to get minutes. So I respected it. It was cool, no problem with me. So yeah, we ended that conversation off it was all good. So I finished my season. The week went by, and I actually ended up signing a contract to go play in Libya within this week. After they said no, I found another contract. But I ended up going home. When I got home, I learned it was some troubles out in Libya, that it wasn't really safe to go there. Not It wasn't like ideal for me to go. It wouldn't have been comfortable. So with the fact that I just got done playing a 10-month season, and they saying Libya wasn't too safe, not as comfortable as I would like, I decided not to go. But like I said, I did sign the contract. But I was willing to uh accept whatever came with that. I just didn't go, honestly. You see what I'm saying? So like 3 weeks go by. Now I think it's probably July. I want to say the injury happened, and the team hit me up one day, said, what's his name? Emmanuel Moutier. Yeah, Moutier.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got injured. Can you fly out tomorrow? I honestly forgot about the contract. I was at home chilling with my family, vacationing or whatever, working out. So like I said, yeah, bet I'll pull up. So they flew me out literally within like 10 hours. I was on a plane, a very short notice, didn't really pack everything I needed, whatever. So I went out there, got to Quebradillas, and then they were in a process of trying to get my letter of clearance. And then a red flag came up that I was supposed to be in Libya. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, which like I said, I forgot. I didn't even mention to the team. Obviously, if I knew that was going to be a problem, I would have told them.
yeah.
Um, so it was like the whole thing. I think we was going back and forth with the Libyan team, and they were basically being assholes about the situation, saying, "Oh, we need 10,000." First, they started at 5,000, and I said, "Okay." And then they said, "Oh, we need 10,000," and I
Wow.
got I got the feeling that they weren't willing to cooperate and give me my letter of clearance, which you need to play in a different country.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I let the team know like I'm not willing to pay $10,000 or you know what I'm saying or more than five, and that was my max. They weren't happy about it, whatever, because they needed me to play. They flew me out, whatever. So I ended up leaving, and that was it. And that's what I think. The owner, I can't remember his name, uh,
Ernie Cambo.
Ernie. Yeah, yeah, that's the was like rubbed him the wrong way, and him calling me all these names, a liar, blah blah blah, uh, because I didn't mention that to him. You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
That's all it is, man. Yeah.
but you practiced with the team in Quebradillas, right?
Yeah, I think I did one practice. I was there for maybe 48 hours, maybe
Okay.
3 days. I don't remember the exact timeline, but yeah, but it was only one practice, like a walkthrough. I was ready to go, like I said. It really didn't cross my mind until they was like, "Yo, we can't get your letter of clearance. It's a team blocking you." You see what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
So, yeah, like it was my mistake, but I didn't really think it was that big of a deal. Saying that it was such a short notice.
Mm-hmm.
Reached out to them a month and a half prior to this, trying to get out there. They said no. Um, but yeah, like I said, I understand why he can be a little frustrated, but some of the things he said, I feel like it wasn't it
Yeah,
wasn't called for.
let's go to that because for me it's very interesting that that happened at the end of the season and months later this back and forth between you and Ernie Campos, the owner of the team, show out of nowhere in social media. Can you explain me? Well, maybe not explain me, but can you tell me like what happened exactly in that moment? Because I know maybe the back and forward was because of what happened prior
Yeah, exactly.
in the season,
Yeah.
but how that happened in social media months later, do you have an idea of how that
Well,
happened?
yeah. Well, as you know, I'm in China right now. It was some highlights that was posted of one of the games I had. It was a whatever, I don't remember the stats, but it was a good game. Um, and I have like, I have a few people from Puerto Rico that follow me on Instagram, and I don't know if it was a Piratas fan or just a BSN fan. He commented under the highlights that a Chinese whatever videographer posted of me. I mean, he tagged Ernie. I hope that's his name, Ernie, in
Ernie.
this video. Yes, in this video, and I guess he saw the comment, he saw the video, and then he had things to say. I think he said, "Oh, the league isn't good. He's a selfish player," blah, and like start going off on me, and I didn't really understand who it was. So I'm like, "Who are you? Like, what did I do to you?" Basically, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I
Hmm.
said, I never met this guy. I never actually spoken to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just like the guy behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? I like dealt more with the general manager and the coaches staff, and you know what I'm saying, I didn't actually speak to him. Like I said, I was only there for a few days, so I didn't know who it was. And I guess when I asked like, who are you, like he got even more mad and start going off, and it was a crazy situation. Yeah, so that's what happened.
So that caught you by surprise, I guess, because you didn't expect that interaction months later.
I had no idea. That was Puerto Rico wasn't even like the BSN wasn't even on my mind. I would
Hmm.
focus. I'm in China, 13-hour time difference, totally different
Yeah.
side of the world. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it kind of caught me by surprise.
Yeah, yeah. Talking a little bit about China, you're in China right now. Number one, how do you feel? Are you healthy right now? You're suffering kind of an injury, and how the season is going there in China right now?
Um, yeah, I'm actually feeling great. Playing well right now in China. I'm loving China. My first time in Asia, so it's just a new experience and like a different energy. So I'm actually enjoying it a lot. I got here a little late. Um, not halfway through the season, probably like a month and a half. it's only like a 4 month season, so I missed, I want to say 8 games or 9 games. When I got here, the team was struggling a little bit, but we, I'm saying, we picked it up. But it's getting closer to the end of the season. The last game is March 21st. So we were fighting for a playoff spot up until like last game that we lost. So it's not 100% that we won't make the playoffs, but it's pretty unlikely. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm just, just seeing what happens after this, really.
Yeah, I having your numbers here in 7 games. Your average are 23 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and I love shooting splits. And your shooting splits are amazing right now: 51, 49, and 94. I think that's elite. You mentioned that that season ends around March 21st. That's the same day that the BSN start the regular
Really.
season. So very, very curious. Now that this happened in the past 8, 9 months, how do you feel about playing again in Puerto Rico in the BSN?
I mean, my whole thing with the BSN is it's probably only been like maybe I don't know how many years I played out there. Uh, Maybe 1 year out of the 6 or 7 that I feel like I don't want to say fair. I got a fair shake, but I got like a role that I felt like I deserved. So me in the BSN is I don't know what it is. Maybe because like the reputation I have, but I never really um I don't know. There's something about Puerto Rico that it's always some type of turmoil, even whether I cause it or I don't deserve it. It's always something. But for me, I just love playing ball. You know what I'm saying? So if opportunity comes up and I feel like it's a good fit for me, I feel like, what I'm saying, it'll work for both sides. Of course, I'm open to, what I'm saying, playing it's Puerto Rico at the end of the day. Good
Yeah,
weather,
yeah.
playing a lot of basketball. So of course, you know what I'm saying. I'm definitely willing to play.
Do you think that your relationship with the Piratas team that can be fixed, or you think if you're returning to the BSN needs to be in another team?
I mean, judging from what the owner of the team, he clearly has very bad uh, vibes towards me. Like I said, I never met the guy, so I can't even have anything negative to say about him, really. But as he's the owner of the team, I feel like it'll be hard for me to play for a guy that's feeling that way towards me. You know what I'm saying? This is not good energy. So we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I have no negative feelings towards him. Um, but yeah, like from what I've heard from him and what I've read, you probably read as well.
Yes.
It probably will be somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I have some of your stats here in Puerto Rico. For example, 2024 with Mayagüez, you played 20 games, 22 minutes per game. Your numbers were 12 points, two rebound, 3 assists. And then in 2022 with Guaynabo, you played 27 games, 15, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists in 34 minutes. I guess this is the year that you said that you maybe was able to play more free, more like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
If a team calls the Piratas right now asking for you, what you can tell to that team what you can bring to that team to the table to help that team to be successful?
I mean, this is what I've done my whole career, going back from high school. I can score, obviously, um, and I can. Over the last couple years, I become a better playmaker. You look at anywhere out like the last what I want to say 4 or 5 years overseas, really in Europe or now Asia, I've averaged 5, 6, 7 assists. You know what I'm saying? Which for me is what I really pride myself on now. Uh, so yeah, I'm always gonna be able to score. And like you mentioned, trying to be more efficient, which comes more with just getting older, seeing the game slowing down a little bit. So yeah, just gonna get efficient scoring and playmaking, and a leadership at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's who I feel like I'm becoming.
Yeah, and if anyone has a doubt about the scoring power, you just dropped 40 the other day in China. So great game for you. So that speaks by itself. Um, you mentioned that the on in March 21st could be your last day of the China League, unless you qualify to the playoffs. Do you have something else if you got eliminated that day, or you have
I mean,
something planned, or no, right now?
yeah, I have probably like honestly, I have like 4 offers right now
Nice.
from team in Egypt where I was at last year, team in Taiwan, a team in Kuwait. So I have options for sure. So I'm just waiting to see what happens, what comes over the next couple weeks, and obviously what my team end up, what we're going to do.
Yeah, hopefully somebody in Puerto Rico is interested in you, because definitely the fans of the league want to see you playing in Puerto Rico. You're a native player, high quality native player. So yeah, hopefully somebody's gonna call. Uh, there's something that you want to tell to the basketball fans in Puerto Rico, that like to close out this moment in your career and your life?
Not really. Like I said, I know I have this reputation. I read little blogs or comments people have to say about me. It's all good, you know what I'm saying? I just want everybody to know like it's two sides to every story. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? That's why I was when you reached out to me. I wasn't going to do it, but I said I might as well just from what happened and what the because I know that post with me and the owner going back and forth went viral or whatever in Puerto Rico. So it was a
Indeed,
good
yeah.
opportunity. Yeah, just let people know that I haven't been a professional in 8 countries for the last 11 years for no reason. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So at the end of the day, that's it.
Okay. Well, man, Kyle, I know we have a big difference in hours, and you're doing a sacrifice to be here
Yeah, yeah.
available at that time with me. So, thank you very much for this opportunity, and I hope that we can see you soon in the next couple of years playing in Puerto Rico, because definitely it's a good league, and we need players like you to show up what the Puerto Rican players can do in a competitive league. Definitely.
For sure. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, guys. And amigos, este fue Kyle Viñales. Ya ustedes vieron, estas fueron las expresiones que él dio acerca de la situación que ocurrió con él en el último mes en los Piratas de Quebradillas, y en el back and forth que tuvo con el dueño Ernie Cambo. Ahí están unas palabras de lo que él tiene que decir. Así que, Kyle, again, thank you very much. And esto es el Pirata de Corazón. Sale todos los sábados, pero esta edición especial va a salir otro día. Así que tienen que estar pendientes al show de este sábado para saber cuándo sale. Gente, gracias por la sintonía. Será hasta la próxima.
My guy. Bye.